What is up, guys? It's Flash back with some more charts and another video. Today we're going to go through uranium. We are bouncing right where we need to be bouncing, and we're going to zoom out and have peace of mind because at the higher time frames we're looking solid. URA starting out, we're going to look at the monthly but also the weekly, and look where this is kind of catching a little bid here, right on the 36-week moving average. And then if we pull up, I'm going to go back to the monthly, pull up some more indicators here. I have a couple of these trend lines. This is the distance percentage from that moving average. So you can kind of form some trends here. Only a couple of touch points, so we don't know if these are valid yet, but again, gives us a little bit of confidence on the way up. If we look at URA versus the S&P, these are the investments that I'm looking for. Very, very early stage bull market. Hasn't even broken out technically, from this base against the S&P. So for all the moves that uranium's done, since 2020, imagine if this breaks out and continues to run against the S&P. That means URA is outperforming the S&P 500, meaning they both can go up, but uranium or URA will be going up more so and faster. Or they both could be going down, but URA is going down less so and slower, for example. Ideally, we're just outperforming the S&P, and ideally we're outperforming gold, which is this green line here too. So still basing out. I have this horizontal here. I think once we get above here, we're going to see even higher moves in URA. URA is the index of the ETFs, very similar chart to URNM, so you'll probably see me cover URA rather than URNM just because we have more data, and they are nearly identical charts. So I'm going to go through a handful of these. You can see the ones marked in blue. If you guys have any ones that you want me to go through, I'm happy to do so, but feel free to like and subscribe. That'll help me get the channel out and more eyeballs on here for more uranium plays. Starting with CCJ though, we're going to keep it on the monthly. We're still in this channel, uptrend. On the weekly, again, we're bouncing right on that 36-week moving average, I should say. So right where we want to see a bounce, we're getting it. Healthy pullback so far. LEU Centris. This one looks a little bit scarier than some of the other ones, I've got to admit. But look where we're hopefully getting a bounce. Right on this channel and on the 3-year moving average in this case. So we got to turn resistance into support. That's more or less what we're doing. This is a broader consolidation. Again, we can kind of go like this if we want. So still need some time in Centris here, but one of the more promising plays if this follows suit. BMN, Bannerman, this just always looks so good. Makes me feel so good looking at this chart. We're going to zoom into the weekly, not even getting down to that 36-week moving average. So bouncing a little bit early. Again, just consolidation, turning resistance into support. Like right here, this line, that's what we're turning into support. We got to do that in a big bull market. We're going to stair step all the way up. Over to EL8, Elevate. This one I like because this green line is the projection, my little projection of the 3-year moving average. And so I'm hoping that we're just kind of, again, consolidating, catching a bounce. We broke out of this big downtrend line. So hopefully it's not a false breakout. Hopefully we can hold this and continue riding it up if we're going into the weekly. This just looks like we're testing this. We got to test it on the way up. So healthy bounce so far. BOE, Boss Energy. Man, if this just continues to rise, I really like the way this one looks. If it stays on this parabola, I'm not sure if it will. Pipe dream, maybe, but again, finding support on the moving average. So again, we're bouncing where we need to bounce. All looks very healthy. I'm going to zoom out for BSK, Blue Sky Uranium. This one has a ton of upside. I got into this one honestly like up here in 0.22 maybe, and I've held through all of this. Yeah, it's been painful, but if it's not going to be so painful if it's 2028, 2029, and we're up here. You know what I mean? So we'll see. But looks like a triple bottom here. This one's been tough to turn. It's been a tough hold, honestly, but I'm keeping the faith because I believe in the uranium sector. Over to Sky Harbor. Again, like the look of this one. This one had more of a healthy or strong correction, A, B, C almost. But it's good that we're back above, if this is a B. I don't like that we're under the 36-week moving average, but hopefully we can close this month in this arc. I don't want to extend this arc much further, but sometimes we may have to. But so far it's hopefully closing within this, above the moving average. Paladin, PDN, man, it looks like CCJ, but this is just a little blip on the radar here. That's all it looks like on the monthly. Healthy pullback, bouncing. Zoom in on the weekly. It's a good looking chart, bouncing right on the edge of the trend line. That's where we want to see it, and hopefully this can continue up. Over to LAM, Laramie. This one is super, super strong. I love this one. This one technically hasn't even broken out of this base. Like, you could say, like, this isn't a buy until it breaks out of 105 and then flips it as support. I'd be with you on that. I know a lot of people probably got in down here, 4.44, 0.45. We're going to pull up the indicators on this one. See, this one's still basing out versus the S&P. It's kind of breaking out against this early wake-up line. I would say once it gets past this horizontal, blue skies. Same with gold. Hasn't broken out against gold technically from this horizontal. So I would say this will be a really screaming buy once it breaks out over 106. But got to see what happens, though. So much upside here, Over to energy fuels. This one's been getting a lot of attention because of the pullback, because it's been lagging. Again, we zoom in on the weekly. Not great that it's below the moving average, but hey, that's what it's been doing. This one trades a little bit differently. But again, just consolidating in this bull pennant, in my opinion. Just a matter of time before this one breaks out, in my opinion. MGA, Mega Uranium. Man, this one looks good. This is kind of similar to Laramie. This one is breaking out of its base, it looks like, and flipping it as support. So I really like this one. We could honestly go sideways here for months, and that would be even more bullish because we're building the base, we're building support on top of the base, and we're building energy for the next leg up. So man, that one looks super, super good. Also, similar triple bottom as BSK, which is interesting. Like, that's MGA and BSK kind of look similar. So this is what could be ahead for BSK. I'm not sure. Over to Encore Energy. I'm not sure if this channel is going to work out or not, but I like how it, wedged, bull flagged into the middle of the channel and resumption upwards. So this one's super popular as well on X and on Twitter. A lot of people talk about this one. Yeah, I like the look of it. Nothing to be worried about here. Like, again, this pullback is nothing on the monthly. Over to SMC, Forum Energy Metals. Ton of upside on this one too. Nice bull wedge here. Huge pullback. I mean, this is that pullback. Nothing to be worried about here. But I will say we are below the monthly 3-year moving average, and we're below the cloud. So FMC, a lot of these other uranium plays, they're above the cloud, which we want to look for in the early stage bull market. So I would say this one still has more work to do than the others, just like BSK, but a good one to keep on the radar. See, for example, FSY, Forces Metals Corporation. This one's above the 3-year moving average and above the cloud, for example. See, this one looks more healthy than that. You know what I'm saying? So again, this one is still within its base. You could make an argument that that's the base, the bottom half of it, but I would say this is one big base, and again, let's build some energy and then launch to the upside. A few more here. GLO, Global Atomic, another popular one, similar to Encore Energy. Both get a lot of attention. This one's clearing its wake-up line, and it's above. Let's see where it is with the moving average. Yeah, it's above its moving average. this puppy can go. So I would say this one looks like it's breaking out, honestly, after that huge pullback with the Niger situation. Two more here. We're going to go to UEC. I don't have a bull on this one, but again, could make an argument that this is a base by itself and that we're just kind of breaking out of the base. And again, could go sideways here, maybe an ascending triangle, and making more energy to the upside. This one actually looks good once you kind of consider this as a base. So much upside. Like, let's just put, this might be a crude way to do it, but take the base, take the breakout. This is on log, so $7 all the way up to 363. I don't know. That would be insane. But hey, a boy can dream. Last one, UROY. Actually, I got one more. We're gonna do GoVX as well. But UROY, huge pullback, breakout. See where it is with the moving average, somewhere in the middle here. This one's just, again, going sideways, building energy for the next leg up, in my opinion. I like the look of this one. And then we could look at CAP. CAP I like. CAP's one of the bigger, bigger plays, bigger producers, I'm pretty sure. Nice channel here. Still has some work to do. Breakout above 43 looks like it might run. GoVX, this one, I don't know. I would say this is still a big, big base. We want to get up here. We want to break out of 0.46 to make a run. So, but this, it should follow the others. So I don't know. I don't have a ton to say about this one. Let's see where the moving average is. Yeah, under the moving average and under a thinning cloud. So wouldn't be my first pick though. So yeah, guys. I mean, we're bouncing where we need to. Back to URA. Back to the moving average. Even the weekly cloud, all looks super, super healthy. So hang in there, zoom out, get the bigger picture in mind, like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one, all right? Take care.